The X-Men are coming to the Marvel Cinematic Universe soon, and the team's TV foray could lead to some major appearances. Since Disney bought Fox, the MCU has been taking its time with the X-Men. A few mutants have popped up in projects throughout the multiverse saga, with one of the MCU's best movies, Deadpool and Wolverine, serving as the first real look into the X-Men since Fox's mutant franchise ended. As Deadpool and Wolverine surpassed the $1 billion mark and has become the highest-grossing R-rated film of all time, Marvel knows full well the potential the mutants have. Due to that, an MCU X-Men movie is in the works. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes writer Michael Leslie pens the project. Recently, a new direction for the franchise was revealed, with an MCU X-Men show reported to be in development. It is said to focus on young mutants at the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning, which would allow Marvel to use exciting X-Men players. 10. Cyclops. Teacher, the field leader of the X-Men. First up is Scott Summers, aka Cyclops. As is well known, the character was not nearly as important in both versions of Fox's live-action X-Men franchise as he is in the comics. However, Marvel Studios already showed it understands how crucial Cyclops is to the team through the acclaimed X-Men '97 series and Scott's leadership role in the animated show. That could be repeated by the MCU. With a show focused on younger X-Men characters, Marvel has the opportunity to bring in major members of the team to serve as the teachers of the new generation of mutants at the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. While the movies could focus on big events and action-packed adventures, the X-Men series would allow Marvel to focus on character development. Showing Cyclops' side as a leader and mentor to other mutants, with younger characters looking up to him, would work perfectly. 9. X-23. Student, the MCU's Wolverine in training. Dane Keene's X-23 stole everyone's heart with her role in 2017's Logan. That is why the actress's return as Laura in the MCU's Deadpool and Wolverine was a welcome surprise, with the character becoming one of the film's most popular. Since the 2025 Marvel Studios movie ended with X-23 alongside Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, it is likely that she will return to the MCU when the duo does, based on how the reported MCU X-Men series is said to focus on younger mutants. X-23 feels like a surefire candidate if the project ends up happening. Keene's character is already a fan favorite, and the MCU TV show could make her the lead, allowing fans to navigate the franchise's new mutant corner through the eyes of a character they love. Jackman's Wolverine could even show up for an episode or more to interact with X-23, with her training to become a bona fide superhero. 8. Charles Xavier. Headmaster, the creator of the X-Men and the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. Another key character who would have to show up in the MCU's X-Men series in some capacity is Charles Xavier. After all, the project is said to take place at the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. It would only make sense if Professor X served in the headmaster role in the series. This way, his presence could loom over the show even if he only appeared sporadically. Xavier is the face the world sees when they think about mutants. As such, it would be interesting to see him passing on his ideals to a younger generation of mutants, with the long-form take on the X-Men allowing Marvel to really dive into the more philosophical, political sides of Xavier's arguments for the mutant cause. At 45, James McAvoy could be perfect for that version of the character, reprising his Fox X-Men franchise role. 7. Cannonball. Student, a new mutant seeking theatrical redemption. Another character who would make for an exciting student in the MCU X-Men series is Cannonball. The long-form storytelling allows Marvel to include more obscure mutants that live-action audiences still do not know much about. While Stranger Things' Charlie Heaton played Cannonball in Fox's The New Mutants, that movie was the final one in the franchise and was not watched by many. As such, the MCU can offer Sam Guthrie a fresh start. Cannonball is a very loyal character in Marvel Comics, and his interactions with his friends are hilarious and heartwarming. As such, the character could be used as a mirror for Cyclops on the Young Mutants side. Cannonball has served as the leader of the New Mutants, and he is often impacted by Charles Xavier's input. That makes him similar to Cyclops, and that relationship would be interesting for the MCU. Jean Grey is a very interesting character who could show up in the MCU's X-Men series. She was the first student at Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters in the comics. As such, she has a unique insight into the lives that the main characters of the reported MCU X-Men series are leading. Jean Grey's past could even be explored in the series, which would allow more time than the upcoming X-Men movie to delve into her origins. Drawing parallels between her arrival at Charles Xavier's doorstep and her in the present day as a teacher to young mutants would be quite exciting. Jean's empathic and telepathic powers are more or less singular in the X-Men mythos, at least where the main team of heroes is concerned. That could lead to her playing a key role in the coming-of-age story.